Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday the 13th. Anybody got any superstitions about the 13th? I Something I've been doing or have done for a long time is, and if any of you have purchased a Gatton CNC kit and taken a close look at the plans, particularly the main what do I call that? The main sheet where it's got the yeah, I'm drawing a blank now, but it's got the main list of all the part numbers and stuff because I gave each part a part number. And if you look close, the part number for the whole assembly is, if I remember correctly, it's 050378-00, and then each part is like a -1, -2, so on and so forth. But if you look at that, and I still can't think of what they call that. I've been out of the loop too long. I done forgot what they call it. Bill of materials. That's what they call it. Anyway, you'll notice that it goes 050378-12, and then the next part is 050378-14. So I never use 13. So that's my thing for the day. Man, that coffee's awesome. Let's see who we got hanging out. Jack's still bugging me. We got a couple of, little things left. You can see his tail wagging right there. He's happy this morning. He's happy every morning, really, and so am I. Let's see who we got hanging out here. We got first off here, Mr. Mark Lindsay. Dentist appointment today. Oh, goody. Well, tell him to hurry up because you got shop shed stuff to do. You don't have time to be sitting there with laughing gas and all that stuff. Mr. Larry Galt's here. TGIF, Larry. How you doing? Mr. Troy Pritchard. Happy Friday the 13th. Yeah. Glad you're here. Mr. Paul Stewart. Good morning, he says. Thumbs up. We got a few thumbs up, man. We got a bunch of slackers today. Well, I don't know. Just as I looked, it jumped up 3. So you guys know the drill. Come on, get over there and hit that thing. Let's see. Leo Stager's here. Good morning. Happy Friday the 13th. Tim's here this morning. Good morning. As well as Darren Birds. Everybody's on that Friday the 13th thing. Leo says, I finally have my spindle all wired and running correctly. Next up is laser. Well, I'm going to tell you, Leo, you got it whooped then because the spindle's probably much more difficult than laser. Laser's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Mr. Wilson Rubottom's here. He says, good morning, thumbs up. Getting a few more thumbs up over there. My favorite solar man, Ryan Ballard. Good morning, Ryan. Looking forward to you joining me Saturday night on the Gatton CNC Live thing. I've asked somebody else to come along too because I know they need help with wiring. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it or not, but I'll send them the link and maybe they'll join us too. Kevin Els is here. Good morning, Kevin. David Burnett. Good morning, sir. He says thumbs up. Yeah, now we're getting some over there. That's more like it. Michael Schuler. Good morning. Mr. Bob Sims from across the pond. How you doing, Bob? Good to see you hanging in here with us this morning. Clyde CNC. Good morning, Clyde. No superstitions. I just take the day off. that might be a good idea for some folks. Wilson Rubottom says, howdy, Bob. I guess he's talking to Bob Sims across the pond there. Bill Hoffman says, good morning, Dave, and everyone. Strong storms last night, cooler today and this weekend. Yeah, we had our usual little rain. You know, we get that afternoon rain pretty much every day. All right, I got one left, buddy. You come get it. He took off outside for a minute. Something must have been bothering. We had a possum come around yesterday. Not in the yard, but over there outside the fence. He had to run him off. We get all kinds of critters show up sometimes. Bart Bixel's here. Good morning, Bart. He says thumbs up. We almost got the thumbs up to match the number of people watching. We never can quite make it. Let's see here. Monroe Cook is here this morning, taking a break from the honeydew list. Yeah, don't make it too long. The break, that is, not the honeydew list. I'm sure it's long. Eddie Miller's here this morning. Good morning, Eddie. Troy Pritchard says, a lot of big buildings skip the 13th floor. Well, they don't skip the 13th floor. They skip numbering the 13th floor. You know, there's still 13 floors. You know, when you count them, they just they jump from 12 to 13 or 12 to 14. Let's see. Mark says he's ready to mask off the ceiling and spray primer. Hopefully, I can get that done today. We'll see. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. I have complete confidence in your spray painting abilities. By the way, that awesome sprayer thing you were using in that last video. Bob says, it's 2 a.m. here for your live feed. Now, there's a dedicated person, or some people might have other words for it, but I'm going to use the word dedicated. We thank you for being here, Bob. Sorry we're keeping you up so late. Landa says, good morning. Moved my Gatton to the new shop. Rewiring today. Moved easy thanks to Harbor Freight furniture movers. Those things are great, aren't they? I used a couple of those the other day to move that thing me and Jim was moving. It was super easy. Pick one on each end, and he pushed and I steered. Got it right out to the truck. Bill says, hey, Dave, I'm heading to good old Danville tomorrow. Well, say hello to anybody you see that might know me. I don't know that. I mean, I know a lot of old classmates and stuff, but I could probably go to Danville and walk around all day and not see anybody I know. Or see anybody that knows me, for that matter. Being John Malkovich had an awesome take on the 13th floor. Yeah, Bob says nuts. Maybe that's what it is. I'm going to use dedicated. I'm going to say you're a dedicated, loyal follower. And maybe a little nuts too. All right. We're going to do the Gatton CNC live thing. And I found the stuff I was looking for. This is one of the breakout boards. And I have it all set up with one of the easiest ones. And I may leave that one on there to start. But then this is the one that so many people get. And again, I've done a live stream about this one before. In fact, I think I've done 2 of them. But we'll do another one. But got to get people convinced that this wiring stuff's really not that hard. we'll help them out. See if we can get a few people getting their things done. So that's one thing I got to do. I'll probably go ahead and do it today. Bring it around here and park it right behind me and put it on. I think I've got one of those. What do they call those things? The workmate things. I picked up one of those at a yard sale years ago. The little plastic knobs where you crank it in. They were busted, and the wood on the top was all messed up. But I think I give like $2 or $3 for it, and made myself some wooden handles and put new wood on the top. And it's a handy little fold out thing to use. So I think I'll bring it back here, and I can use the jack cam to get close ups of the wiring and stuff. So should be good. Oh, okay. Clyde says he means for Saturday. Okay, so you're talking about it'll be 2 a.m. when we do the 9 p.m. thing. So you're like 5 hours. Okay. Well, you may not need to watch that. I wouldn't. Not at 2 a.m. Heck no. Daddy needs his beauty sleep. But anyway. So we're going to do that. What else was I going to tell y'all? I had something else in mind I was going to tell you. I do have one thing, but I'm going to save it for Monday. I don't want to be Donnie Downer talking about, it's already Friday the 13th. We don't need any more Donnie Downer stuff. So I may save that for Monday. I'm going to tell you, and I know some of you out there are probably going, damn, will he ever shut up about the wood turning stuff? But I'm going to tell you again, I am having the absolute time of my life out here playing on the lathe. I shot a video, did a little project, nothing fancy. A little project Wednesday, and recorded it. And I still have it. I've got the video mostly edited, except I need to add some narration stuff. And then I thought, well, the project was okay. It's just I wasn't real excited about it. So I thought, well, I'm gonna go ahead. I got another blank that I'm gonna do. I think it'll be cooler than that one. So I'm gonna come out here yesterday and turn it. So I come out here and turned it, filmed it. So I got all that video done. So now I got 2 videos, which by the end of the day today, they'll be all edited and ready to go. I still got to add some narration to the second one too. But man, I'm just having so much fun. Really, I haven't had this much fun in the shop, and I couldn't tell you when. And I always have fun when I do the CNC stuff, although, it's a lot of the things I do on the CNC just aren't, nothing to write home about. They're more practical, useful things, like jigs and fixtures and stuff. I'm not in there making stuff to sell or fancy signs to hang on the front of the shop or something. I don't do any of that. But man, just turn. And I don't know what I'm going to do with all this stuff. Because I'm starting to get a pile of stuff that I've turned. So may end up in the fire pit one day. Wilson says, he's trying to make me drool here. I've got 2 lathes. One is a MIDI Delta and a full-size 1950 model Powermatic. Yeah. My buddy Jim He's, he lives 5 minutes from here. I always say around the corner. It's a little farther than that, but not very far. He's got uh, one of the things he has that's really cool is he's got a South Bend metal lathe, and this one came off of a ship. He was in the Navy, and it's like 1940s something. Um, but it is cool, and I keep trying to think of something I can get to have him make for me, because now I know somebody that's got a big metal lathe. But he also has a one of the gold Powermatics, probably 50s or 60s. I don't know what year it is, but you can tell it's an older one. Over in the corner of the shop, that was his dad's, and I was over there the other day, and he was showing me some segmented stuff that his dad done, and a lot of the stuff is in various stages of completion. And I told him, I said, turning's fine. You need to take some of those things and finish them up. So maybe you will one day. But he has a good old Powermatic, and I would love to have one of those, but it's just not in the cards right now. Budget's too tight. Uh, you know, just trying to get by without spending a whole lot of money right now. So I'm trying to come up with economical way. That's why I like the using that old Harbor Freight belt sander as my sharpening system. That'll work. It's not the $400 or $500 Robert Sorby Pro Edge system, but it'll work good enough for me. And I did get, and this is a neat little thing here. I did get this the other day, because I like to use the carbide tools too. I'm not one of those pure traditionalists, but you're not a turner unless you're using bowl gouge and all that kind of stuff. I use what I got. And when I first got a lathe, I started using I bought the Easy Wood tools. Well, I bought the Easy Wood tools. Oh, it's not on there. Chuck, which I probably wouldn't do again, because you could buy two other really good chucks for what you pay for that one. And then I bought the main Easy Wood tools, the rougher, the finisher, and the detailer. But I haven't ever had anything to sharpen them, and they always say, oh, you don't have to sharpen them. You just buy another carbide insert. That's how you do it. Well, I start, again, I watch a lot of YouTube videos. And if you get one of these things, and they make different kinds, this is just a cheap one I got off of Amazon. You can see I've used it, and I've got some of this lapping fluid stuff. So you just squirt a little of that on this stone, and you take that carbide insert off, turn it upside down, and just kind of rub it with a circular motion for about 30 seconds. And that dadgum thing will be like new. I mean, it really works good. So that was a great little investment. But yeah, I like the carbide inserts. A lot of people kind of look down on you like, yeah, you're not really a turner if you're using those. Man, don't know what all that was about, but something was out there. Must be somebody over there at that ball field over there. I don't know. Let's see. I'm getting behind on the chat here. Okay, yeah. So it'll be Sunday morning if you stay up and watch that. Well, you don't have to stay up. It's going to be recorded, Bob, so you can watch it later, unless you got questions or something. But let's see here. George Rothfuss joined us. Good morning, George. Some people have Avids. Is that a dig on my Avid? I probably should sell the thing because I don't really use it that much now. Clyde says he's got my dog barking now. Yeah, I do use my Avid for some things. Just because, it's kind of like when I go out to make something, I can run it. I got three machines out there. I can run them on most of the time. I can run them on all three because most of the stuff I'm doing is not that big. But it's just like, do I want to spend 5 minutes out there running it, or do I want to spend 20 minutes out there running it? So usually, I'll just throw it on the Avid because it will do it the quickest. So you will kick yourself all over your shop if you sell your Avid. I don't know. A lot of times I think about it. I'm like, it doesn't run that much anymore because things have really slowed down. Thank you, Joe. So I could probably get by with my Gatton, and I still got the other little one if I want to do some other project. But I'd love to have that room that one takes up because it's the 4x4, so the footprint is probably, I think it's about 6 foot deep and every bit of 5 foot or more wide. You might as well say 6x6 is probably the footprint it takes up. So I would love to have. I look at it sometimes and go, man, if that wasn't sitting there, just think how much more room I'd have. But I don't really need the room, I guess. So I'll hang on to it for a while. We'll see how the economy goes. Maybe things will change. Who knows? We'll see. But anyhow. But yeah, like I said, I know y'all tired of hearing it, but I've been having just a great time out here turning on that little lathe. And I don't know, did I tell you? I think I told y'all that I bolted it to the stand. So it's much more stiff, I guess. But one of the things that when I was turning that thing yesterday, it was pretty good size diameter wise, and it just doesn't take much to slow that motor down. It's only got a 3 horsepower motor on it, and I won't say it's underpowered, but you really notice it when you got something bigger diameter. Even just putting your hand on it, sanding, you can slow it down 100 RPM. So, but I noticed I got less chatter and stuff, and I think it's because having it bolted now. You go to grab that thing, try to move it, you'll lift the whole stand before you'll wiggle that thing. So it's pretty solid there. All right, Bob. He said he's got to go. Have a good Friday the 3rd. Yeah, it's still Friday the 13th there. Have a good one. Yeah, looks like my time's about up. Well, no, it says I got 5 minutes. I guess I must have that thing set to, 9:25. At least I got those things working again. They weren't working for a while, and it's because I had the wrong YouTube channel set up. I thought it just needed to be on the account, but it's got to be on the exact channel or something like that. Yeah, people need to read this. Leave a thumbs up on the way out. Let's see how we're doing over there. We got 20 watching and 19 thumbs up. So that's pretty good. In fact, 19 thumbs up, that may be a new record. I'm not sure. Clyde says, my dog is laying in front of the TV waiting for a bark. Well, you may hear another one. He's still out there somewhere. I don't know what was bothering him, but I don't know if Mr. Possum was coming back today or what. But and I'm not even sure it was a possum. At first, I thought because I was sitting in my new chair that my buddy Jim got me out on the porch of the shop, and I was waiting for finish to dry. I had it spinning on the lathe, and a lot of times I get impatient. I probably don't give stuff time to dry like I should. So I thought, all right, I'm going to go out there on the porch, take my phone, set a timer, and just leave that thing spinning and let it get good and dry before I put the next coat on. So I was sitting out there, and Jack was sitting out there, and all of a sudden he jumped up and went shooting across the back there. And I wasn't sure what he was barking at. And when I first saw it, I thought it was a cat. And then as it scooted across, because he went this way and kind of chased it, it ran down that way. And then I thought, no, it must be one of those stupid armadillos again. But then he went back down the other length of the fence and scared it to go back the other way. And then when I got a pretty decent look at it, I'm like, nah, that doesn't look like an armadillo. I think that's a old ugly possum. And I don't know why they'd be out in the middle of the day. Aren't they supposed to be nocturnal? But anyway, it was on the other side of the fence. It's not like it was in the yard, so. Coffee is really good this morning. So, almost time to get off here. I'm gonna be spending. I tell you, it's been fun out here turning the last 2 days and filming and stuff, but it's been hot. And when I do my videos, one thing I do is speed them up because you don't have time to watch the whole, turning thing. So I speed them up, and that helps. A lot of times, depending on what speed I set them at, it will totally eliminate the sound. And then that way you don't hear the fan blowing on me. So I keep the fan on, pointed right on me. So it does two things: help to keep me cool, plus keeps the dust blown away from me. But yeah, I'll be spending today getting both those, the narration done, both those edited. And I'm not for sure which one you'll see Saturday. Both of you that that watch my videos. But I think I'm going to do the one I did yesterday because it's way cooler, in my opinion. And then I may just save that other one for maybe a week when I don't have time to get to a video or something happens. Stuff happens sometimes. You try to do something and it doesn't work out, and then you're like, now I don't have time to get one up. But so far, I'm on a roll. I'm on, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 in a row. But so I'll try to get ahead. And what I'm going to do this weekend, I may not have time to do it tomorrow because I've got to get ready for the Saturday night Gatton CNC thing. But I'm going to use my Avid, Clyde. I'm going to use my Avid to cut another thing to glue up and then turn. So it's probably how I'll spend my Sunday afternoon out here making shavings. All right, I think my time's up. think it's time to get out of here. In fact, I know it is. My timer went off here. Everybody get out there. Have a happy, safe Friday the 13th. And we will see y'all on Monday. Let's see, Monday's the 16th. And Monday will be number 368. 368 of these things. Holy cow. All right. We'll see y'all Monday. Have a good one. Everybody be safe.